I'm embarrassed to sit at the table and share space with the disrespectful, the cattiness, the fire starting. The interrogation. That is just immature behaviour, and I'm just not here for it, and I'm not standing for it.
Hey, guys. I know, pretty heavy, huh? Pretty heavy stuff.
I think a lot of people united behind the idea that this kind of behaviour is not what we sign up for when we watch reality TV, when we watch MAFS. We look forward to it every year. But you being in it, I imagine, also did not sign up for this kind of experience.
Not at all. I signed up for a husband. I didn't sign up for mean girl behaviour. And I didn't sign up to make friends either. Like, I came for the one purpose, and that purpose was to build a relationship with someone.
Well, a relationship and a husband is what you've got,
Yeah.
sweet David. Yeah, the Nigerian prince, the Jackman himself.
I know, and he has been like so supportive, as you can see. He stands up for me, he speaks up, and I honestly wouldn't have been able to show up at that commitment ceremony if he didn't help get me out of bed that morning, because I was a mess.
Yeah, fair enough. How soon after the dinner party, the explosive dinner party, was that commitment ceremony? Was it literally the next day?
The next day. Wow. So obviously there was not much sleep that happened that night. And then that morning was just really rough. It was really hard to get out of bed. But I thought, you know what? I'm not going to let myself down. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to let my husband down. And I'm going to stand up for all the people in Australia who have felt shut down, silenced and bullied.
Well, Gia, Brooke and Beck all made it their business to apologise to you. Why do you think that was? Were they ridiculously loose and it sort of sobered up the next day and was like, oh my God, we're so sorry, we got no idea what we did? Or did they get an inkling of the way that the questions were being asked to you on the couch, that you were obviously the, for lack of a better word, the victim in all of this, and they could tell that they were being labelled the bullies? Why did they all make such a big deal 24 hours later to apologise to you if they've only done it 24 hours before?
Well, I don't know if you guys watched, but I don't know if you saw them smirking on the couch while I was talking to the experts. So for me, it wasn't authentic. It was, I have to do this because I look like an idiot. It didn't feel like it came from the soul. Beck, on the other hand, she was much more remorseful than Gia and Brooke. But obviously, it doesn't just, you can't just wipe that shit under the rug. You know what I mean? It's pretty hectic. It's pretty heavy stuff. But at that time, they did apologise. But for the authenticity in it, I was very uncertain.
Wasn't quite there.
No.
Sure.
Hey, I've seen an article, Alyssa, that it said that dinner party, there was some deleted footage that possibly involving Chris and yourself. Chris turned... Can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
I heard that Chris and David had a punch-on.
Well, it was going down that road. If he didn't close his mouth, because Chris was getting pretty disgusting. The stuff that was coming out of his mouth was pretty vile. So, it was pretty disappointing that happened. And obviously it can't go to air. But this dinner party went on for several hours.
That kind of explains your reaction in the footage we saw, the cutaway where you are, I think you're in like a bathrobe and you're very clearly upset.
I was just distraught.
Yes. I was like, okay, the girls are being mean, but it feels like there's something that we're missing that has made Alissa that upset. Was that Chris and David getting into it as well?
Obviously, the words that Chris was using, and obviously the girls, the words that they were using, it was pretty hurtful, like very hurtful.
Yeah.
You guys only saw a 5-minute segment of a 7-hour night.
Oh, my God.
Because Chris is being pitched as the guy with the broken heart and just the meek guy who's doing anything that his wife says and beating himself up about silly things. So behind the scenes, he was actually one of the worst, if not the most vile MAFS contestant we've ever seen, and hasn't even been able to have it aired. Really?
Yes, but do you know what? His time will come. His time will come. He thinks he's gotten off lightly, but his time will come eventually.
Very nice. I heard he's the only person who doesn't get invited back for the reunion at the end of the series.
Him and his partner Brooke, they both just left last night without. We didn't even get the cool little producers chatting to them, trying to get them back in. They just walked off, did they?
They just walked out. But that's just, unfortunately I sat there on the couch and we all were like, where is she? Is she coming back? And then she just didn't want to face the music and she didn't want to look at herself in the mirror, unfortunately.
Has she sent you any personal apology, Alissa, since that time?
actually, she sent me a text message 5 weeks after. Well, it was on Instagram, and it was just blaming producers, sort of, blaming the alcohol. And then I received actually this week a written apology from her.
Wow.
So, yeah, a little bit too late.
Hey you, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.